Welcome to the Medical Science Concepts by Dr. UUT, and today's lecture is of physics, in which we will study the topic physical quantities. You can get the same lecture in Urdu by just simple typing the topic name Dr. UUT and Urdu. You will get the same lecture in Urdu because we provide lectures in both English and Urdu. Let's proceed the topic in English. Physical quantities. What are the physical quantities? The very first question that arises in the motion, means in the brain. The answer is that physical quantities are those quantities that can be measured. The very specific definition. And these are those quantities on which the foundation of physics lies. The whole foundation of physics lies on these quantities. Why? Because we know about the different laws are present in physics. So those laws, they need these quantities for their implementation, for their function. Means those laws can be functional if these quantities are available, otherwise not. So in short, the whole physics that has a foundation which lies on the physical quantities. So what will be the shortcut definition of physical quantities? Physical quantities are the quantities that can be measured. That's it. Now, the physical quantities are divided into two categories: the base and derived. Let us concentrate the names. You will get the definition of each very well. Base means the very specific, the very starting, the very first. And derived means that are obtained. So, what will be the definitions of now base and derived? Base quantities are the quantities that are the starting or the first quantities that define themselves. And whereas derived are the quantities that are obtained from another quantities. From whom? From the base. So, let me give you examples. You will get these two definitions very easily. Base quantities, just like we have in the System International, we have some quantities. In those I have written just three: length, mass, time. These are the base quantities. We measure the length in the meter, mass in the kilogram, and time in second. So these are the base quantities. They define themselves. For their explanation, for the definition, they don't need the help of other quantities. That's why they are called as the base quantities. Got? Good. We have derived quantities. So derived quantities, just I told you right now, when you concentrate the word derived, which means that these quantities are obtained, are taken from some other quantities. Example, speed, the very interesting example. Speed, when you go for the definition of the speed, it is the distance covered per unit time. That is known as speed. Let me go through symbolic form. Speed is expressed by letter V, and symbol is V for that. For the distance we write m, for the time we write second. So we can also write it here as like speed is the distance covered per unit time. That's it. So when we're going to define the speed, we take the help of mass, the meter, that is length, the unit of length, and second, which is the unit of time. So, for the speed, we got the help of length and time. When the length and time combine together, they give the rise to another quantity that is known as speed. Like that, we can say that derived quantities are the quantities which are obtained from other quantities, or you can say from the base quantities. So that's the very interesting and simple definition of the derived quantities. When derived quantities and base quantities combine together, then as a whole, we call these quantities as the physical quantities. Hope so, you got. Thank you.